it's Angel Vane, and this is episode 64 of my author's diary. I am an author of crime thrillers for women, and each week I take you through the ups and downs that I go through as I try to write and publish new books. And I'm in a down. I'm really in a down, okay? So as you notice, if you've watched my videos for a while, this is a complete change of scenery. I am in my kitchen, and she ain't a good cook, okay? So why am I in my kitchen? Because I am bored with the backgrounds of my videos. And so I wanted to have something different. And so I'm trying to design the room upstairs so that it can be my permanent studio. But y'all, like August, the whole month of August completely beat me up. Like beat me up bad. Like that bad, right? So yeah, I'm got a little, I'm reeling a little bit. Just a little bit. One of the things that, I've been trying to focus on is increasing the number of veggies that I eat, and I've been failing at that as well in the month of August. So all the stuff that I planned, all my strategies, my goals, of the stuff that I need to do in August, like epic fail on each and every single last one of them. And so as I thought about doing the video for you guys this week, I realized, okay, well, if I cook on camera, that'll actually help me to make some veggies that I can eat, and I can kind of kill two birds with one stone. Because standing in my kitchen just cooking the vegetables, yeah, she hadn't found motivation to do that for almost the whole month of August, right? But now that I'm doing it on camera, yeah, I'm motivated. So, if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and click that little silver bell so you won't miss when I'm doing a video. And I will tell you guys about what I'm going to be making as I talk to you about how August just really beat me up. And I'm just like, I give up. I truly give up. So for this video, I'm going to be making kale chips. Kale chips are super easy. And the thing that you know about me is that I don't make anything complicated. Like, this has got to be quick and easy. Anything that I make, and I don't even know if I'm going to do this again, right? Because this is such an experiment, right? I don't know. I might do this one and be like, you know what? Right. So I'm cooking something that is super easy to make, and it's supposed to be extremely, extremely good. Now, I do love kale, but this is a different way of making kale. You make it into kale chips. It's like little potato chips. It's crispy, crunchy, and you can eat it and pop it, and it's supposed to be just like, completely phenomenal. So I'm going to be making that. The recipe is really simple, and it's going to be in the description box below. One of the things that I'm doing is that, you toss it. It's very simple. It's like you get your kale, you toss it in some olive oil, you sprinkle a little salt on it, and then you put it in the oven. That's how quick and easy it is. The one thing that I'm doing that's a little bit different is the olive oil that I'm using. It is from Texas Hill Country Olive Oil Company, which is phenomenal, y'all. This place, and it is in, oh gosh, I'm trying to think, what is the city? It's right outside of Austin, a little bit northwest of Austin, I believe, or west of Austin. And I can't remember the city, the name of the city. Dripping Springs. It's on the back. So it's in Dripping Springs, Texas. This, and I'll let y'all take a look at that. They make the best olive oil in the world. And when I tell you, like, you could literally like drink some and then it's no oily coating taste on your mouth. Like, it's just like, it's pure great olive oil. So I'm going to use olive oil that is infused with jalapeno for my kale chips, just to give it a little kick and to hopefully make it taste interesting in case it wasn't gonna taste interesting. So that's what I'll be working on. Now let me get into like how August completely beat me up. Back at the beginning of August, I had told y'all about doing my own developmental editing of The Fallen Hero. My kale. I had talked about doing my own developmental editing of The Fallen Hero. I had identified 3 or 4 things that had to be fixed. And then I went back through my outline and I fixed the stuff. I found solutions, and I'm super excited about the story. And I was like, with the month of August, I'm going to be able to get back on track. I'll be done with this book by September 6th. I'll be able to hand it over to the editor. Everything's going to be good. I don't have to worry about trying to write 3 or 4 scenes a day. I only have to write like one or two scenes a day. And then just over the whole month, and I would be done. That's what I had planned. And then August, which is normally supposed to be a quiet month for me at the day job, y'all. So I work for a company that is a Canadian company with headquarters in Canada, but also other locations, one here in Texas. And during the month of August, Canadians like to take flight. They go off on vacation, they go on holiday. And so August normally is super duper quiet. Like, I can get all kinds of stuff done in August because there's just not a lot of stress at work because half the company is on vacation. Except for this year. Crazy COVID 2020 year. So, yeah, a lot of people took vacation stuff, but we had so many deadlines and things that had to get done at the day job in the month of August. And so all of my careful plans I had made to do all of my writing, that just went out the window. It goes out the window when you're super stressed with your day job and you're like, I just had a really rough day. The last thing I want to do is to go into fantasy world and try to write Julian and me, right? I'm like, they ain't real. They don't know about the struggle. They don't know about this struggle. They lie so easy. They're about commodity because it's like I put them through the ringer. So I had a bunch of deadlines at the beginning of August, and that pretty much wiped out the first 2 weeks of the month of August for me on being productive. So then I said, okay. I was like, okay, it's okay. Because I have time. I can salvage this, is what I'm telling myself. So I got through those first couple of rounds of deadlines at the beginning of August, got through all of that, and then I rejiggered my plan. Because y'all know I'm a planner, right? This is what I do. I set goals, I make a plan, I break the plan down into like different categories so that I can see how they're easily attainable. I set on my tracker so I can track my progress towards my goal. So all I did was I said, okay, my tracker had been initially set up for the entire month of August. Now I have to revise it just for half a month. Not that big of a deal, right? So I revised my tracker and was like, okay, yeah, let's get to writing. More stuff, y'all. More stuff at the day job popped up that I had to get done, critical deadlines that came up, and then the world is going bonkers. So, and I try to be optimistic. I try to, remain positive and look at the blessings in life, even when we're dealing with a crazy year like COVID, with all this COVID-19 things. But then, over the past week, in all of the turmoil that's been going on in America, like, it truly got to me, right? So that I live on the Gulf Coast, y'all. I live in Texas, right? So hurricanes, they do something to me. So when they say, oh, there are 2 hurricanes in the Gulf, and they have all those spaghetti models and stuff, and you're not quite sure where the hurricane gonna go, and you don't really trust the weather people because a lot of the times they're wrong and they don't even know what they're talking about. And so I'm just like, okay. And I'm trying to mentally prepare for the hurricane, trying to get the stuff, set up that I might need for Marco or Laura, the hurricanes, if they come in through Houston and really, impact us. And I mean, up until like 12 hours before, the hurricane was making landfall, 6 to 12 hours before, like, we didn't know for sure that it wasn't coming towards the Houston-Harris County area. So you literally have to be prepared. And I have all of these memories of like the last hurricane floating around in my head. Harvey was horrible. I had so much damage from Harvey in my house, right? And so these memories start playing on your mind, and you're just like, okay, what is Laura gonna do? What is this Hurricane Laura gonna do, right? And it's the not knowing. It's the not knowing and trying to anticipate and trying to make sure that you're ready and prepared. Okay, if my lights go off. Okay, if a tree falls on my house. Okay, like, what am I gonna do in all these different scenarios? And so you're just really just like, working that back and forth across your head. And I could not focus. I literally could not focus. And then Thursday came, this past Thursday, when Hurricane Laura made landfall, and really prayers go out to everybody in Lake Charles with the great casinos. I was so worried about the casinos and the people there, being right there in the brunt of the storm as it came on landfall. And, so Thursday came, and then, we were spared here in the Houston area. And so while you have the relief, your heart goes out to the people and everything that they're going through because you've been there before. You have so been there before. And that day, I said, I give up. I absolutely give up on trying to write this book. I'm putting it to the side. I put my notes, I put everything to the side. I said, I'm not even thinking about that anymore. The whole month of August has been a complete and utter disaster epic fail for me, right? And I didn't even set my this oven, right? So I'm gonna put my oven on. I'm gonna do convection because they say that helps to make the kale super crispy. And I do have a convection oven, which I don't even understand what a convection oven is, but I'm gonna try this out, y'all. Put the convection on 300. Okay. Yeah, so I just put everything aside. I'm not even trying anymore. I'm not trying to write one more word on the fallen hero in the month of August. And I look back at my tracker, and I only had, I think at the beginning of July, I probably had about, I'm not sure, I think maybe 40 scenes to do. And I did, I think 6 throughout the month. Only 6. Almost 30 days of 30 or 31 days of August. And I literally only got 6 scenes done. I was just like, I'm so through with you, August 2020. Come on, September. Like, I feel like I need that much of a break. So now, you know, I'm sitting here and this video is being recorded on Saturday, August 29th. And so I'm not even concerned about trying to write anything in this month, in the next 2 days. Like, I'm like, no. I will start over. I will start over in September. I will look at where I am and reset, redo my tracker, come up with a new game plan, and try to get something that is actually doable for me. Because I have to understand that, like, I'm not a full-time author. I don't have the luxury that a lot of these full-time authors have, where they don't have other, other demands from another job, right? And I'm like, okay, I can't just sit on my laurels and write this book. Like, I got bills to pay. This house has a mortgage, okay? And the money that I make off these books don't even come close to covering all the things that I have and the lifestyle that I'm used to, right? So I literally, like, I've got to make sure that I take care of the day job, and then when those stresses hit, I gotta take time out for myself just to relax, y'all. So like this past week, because I was so stressed, I had so much anxiety, and after Laura didn't come, because I have this jacuzzi bathtub, right, that I never use, like never, ever, 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 ever use. I filled that sucker up with some water. I slipped into that, like, Kale gonna take me away, like, and and it was so relaxing. And that's what I need to make sure that I'm doing to take care of myself. And really, it's hard being this closet type A personality, because you really, like, I get energized by accomplishing goals, right? Doing things and making those, that energizes me, that boosts me, that I get endorphins from that. So when I'm not doing that in the area that I want to do it the most, which is the personal area, like, yeah, I knocked out all of those, everything that needs to get done in my day job, I knocked it all out, right? But that did not give me the endorphin boost that I normally get from completing stuff, because that's just a day job. I want to get that boost from finishing something that is creative and personal to me, like my novels. And I was robbed of that. Robbed. So, so I got to start over. And when you put your kale chips on here, I put parchment paper down, and you want to spread them out so that they're not really overlapping each other. And I put just enough kale to cover the sheet, because I was reading online and they say, yes, while they will last 2 to 3 days, usually that second and that third day, it's just kind of like, they just kind of so. And so I'm only making enough to, like, eat today, and if it comes out really good, then I'll make another batch, tomorrow or whenever. So I'm gonna take a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper and sprinkle it on the kale chips. Not too much, because they said, I saw online, they were like, this stuff is gonna shrink down if you put too much salt on it. You're not gonna be able to eat it, because it's gonna, like, soak up all that salt, and it's just gonna taste like you're eating a salt chip instead of a kale chip, and we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit. It gets clumpy. So I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of this garlic, salt, and pepper on top. just like that. And then I'm going to put it in the oven for, oh wait, the oven's not even ready. It's only at 222 degrees. Okay, yes, so that's where I am. So the Fallen Hero with my revisions, and I'll put up my goal tracker, which I use from Story Origin, which I love. I love the Story Origin goal tracker. It really helps to keep me on track, and I love the visual aspects of it. And so I'm about 42% done of the Fallen Hero. So it's not bad. It's not bad, but I just feel like I should be finished already. And if August hadn't lost its mind, I would have been able to stick to my plan, and I would be done. I'd be sitting here with this video, not cooking kale chips, probably upstairs because I'm all happy and excited. Y'all, I finished my book. It's getting ready to go to the editor. Yay, yay, yay. I would have been doing a video like that, but I'm not. Bah! Okay, so enough of the doldrums, right? Because, you know, it's like life happens, right? And it's just, it's how you deal with the lemons when they show up on your doorstep. That's what matters, right? And so now I'm in the process of, okay, well, let's make lemonade. But it's hard because, you know, people always say that and they think, okay, well, that's so, you know, yeah, life hands you lemons, make lemonade. And I'm like, okay, but what if I made lemonade already? And then somebody came and they like knocked my lemonade over. And it was like, make some more, right? And that's what I feel like happened to me in August. Like, I kept having these setbacks with my writing, and I said, okay, I'm gonna make lemonade. And I make a batch of lemonade, and then all of a sudden somebody else comes and drinks it. And then I'm like, okay, what? And they leave some lemons behind. And I'm like, okay, let me make lemonade again. And then I make lemonade, and all of a sudden it falls all over on the floor. And then I have to clean that up again, and I look, okay, and there's still some lemons sitting there. And so I'm like, okay, now I'm trying to make lemonade again, right? But I guess, you know, that's life. And it's those types of challenges that you really have to persevere to overcome, right? Because I love writing my novels. It's not something that I want to walk away from. And I definitely don't want to walk away from it just, you know, because times got a little bit tough. No, I just need to be a little more patient with myself. And I found that, like, especially in 2020, like, my patience is shot. I don't have patience for nothing, right? And so I have to be more patient. Ding. Okay, I can put this in the oven. So this is gonna cook for 20 minutes. Set my timer. And then I'll come back and show y'all kind of how it all turned out. So, you know, so basically from all of the disaster that August was, I have to learn that I have to be more patient with myself and understand that, like, I'm hitting these little speed bumps, but that doesn't mean I don't keep going and I don't keep trying to persevere. But I can tell you this thing. August, I'm not trying no more. I gave up on August. So on September 1st, I will try to make a new batch of lemonade with these lemons that keep showing up at my house and go from there. And hopefully I'll be able to tell y'all that September is working out way better for me than August did. And everything will be, like, hopefully much better, but we'll see. So I'm going to take a pause, and when I come back, I will show you exactly how the kale chips came out. Okay, so the kale chips are almost done. It's been about 19 minutes, so one more minute to go, and then the kale chips would have cooked for 20 minutes, and we can see how these things came out. So I'm just going to get my handy dandy trivet so that I can put the hot pan on. Get my little, I don't know what this thing is called, but I use this. It looks like a Muppet. I'm a bad ventriloquist, which is why. But I think I could do Muppets because, you know, with Muppets, they hide down low, and then they just make you talk. They make you talk to you, and you can't see who's underneath. So, so I think that's why, like, Muppets hire me. Like, I love the Muppets, right? So, oh, and it's dinging. Okay, so I'm actually gonna leave the oven on just in case they don't come out right. But we're gonna pull them out the oven and let's see. All right. Ooh, they smell good. Ooh, look at that. Ugh, they look good. All see crispiness. Oh my gosh, they're so crispy. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're like super crispy. Okay, let me take, oh my gosh, they're so crispy. Ooh, and they're good. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Okay, so I will say, you know, I did that light dusting of salt. Still too much, right? Like, go really, 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 really light on the salt. Oh my God, they're so crispy and so good. And this is a way for me to get my veggies. It's a way for you to get your veggies too. They are super duper crispy. Like, really light and crispy. So good. And just a hint of the jalapeno from the olive oil that I use. Just a hint, just to give it just a little bit of a kick. But yeah, when I make them next time, I'm gonna put even less garlic, salt, and pepper on there. Because it really doesn't need that much. And probably because I used the jalapeno infused olive oil, maybe I don't really need any salt on it. I'm not sure. But they're really good. So, if you want to continue to keep up with me and all the ups and downs I go through as I try to write and publish new books and try to eat more vegetables, click the subscribe button so you won't miss what I'm doing in the video. And don't forget to click that little silver bell, and I will see you next time. I might just keep on the cooking shows and it'd be like stuffing their face with the food.